I have a cold. And then I was like, nah, this is not going to stop me to do the Lord's work. Mr. Oga speaks 15 languages.
I don't know, because for starters, I'm not a drug addict.
Like if someone doesn't want to stop, you cannot stop them. A grace will locate her.
What? Watura 4 million now, they're not millionaires.
And I was like totally opposite.
It was hell.
What's happening around the world? Ashwagandha. Where do we get what is red in the shell? Ashwagandha, ashwagandha, ashwagandha. What's new, brand new, give me hope. Ashwagandha, ashwagandha. With the updates, that's how we roll.
So, we are back with another episode of Ashwagandha. We welcome you, brothers and sisters, friends and family. Yeah. So, it's your boy Skip and Gigi besides me, as usual. Mr. Oga.
Yes, sir.
You there?
I do.
How far now?
I do.
Alright. So, Gigi, how have you been?
I've been surviving.
How was your week? You've been surviving?
Yeah. Also, like,
you started uni?
Through the grace of God, I've been surviving.
I
mean, I started last week. I think I told you guys. This week was now my second week, and I'm over it. I'm over uni. That's what I can say in a gist.
Oh yeah, she's almost done. Should I put it out there?
I put it out there last time. I was like, I'm in my 4th year. Guys, I'm about to be an engineer.
She's about to be
an engineer in Christ.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was my week. Basically, waking up, go to school, try to read what was happening in school. Because, like, to be fair, when I get into class, I don't hear anything. So then I come back and I try to.
Also, you already started studying.
Yeah. One thing about me, I will be a serious student. That's one thing about me. But yeah, it's just wake up, go to school, eat, sleep, repeat. Nothing out of the ordinary happened this week.
Okay.
How about you?
Alright, so
did you go to uni?
I actually went. I've started uni, guys. It's been good. I only had like one lecture, and the other ones I went to school, but they were cancelled when I went there. So I had to take like a U-turn back at home.
After
that was
you
very
went
disappointing.
All the way there.
Yeah. So I skipped the others because of that situation that I was involved in. So yeah, you can't put it on me. You have to blame the university for turning serious students like me. Because I actually wanted to go, but then they are cancelling. What the fuck? I'm sorry for swearing, but yeah.
Yeah, if it was me too, if I go and they cancel, I would go.
Yeah, it was very disappointing. But yeah.
I think that would be the best day of my life. Imagine going to school.
No, like,
but you would have gone all the way there.
Going all the way. They should like tell you.
Like, it's better if you like set an alarm, right? And then you wake up and then you see like an email like,
that's what always happens.
Oh yeah, it happened. Actually, that's the only good thing that happened. There were 2 days where I set an alarm for like 7 a.m. or something, and then I wake up and then I read an email that says it's online. Oh my God, I've never been so happy.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Not that I don't like school. Disclaimer: I love school. I just don't like going there.
Since we are talking about disclaimers, I think you guys have noticed that I am wearing what do you call this? A sweater, a jacket.
Yeah, yes.
So yeah, I have a cold. But then I was like, nah, this is not going to stop me to do the Lord's work. So nothing is going to stop me to. Yes, the Lord's work. We are giving entertainment to His children, relieving His children from stress. So. Nothing is going to stop me, and I promise you guys to stand on business. Banger after banger.
Guys, we are really trying.
So yeah,
out here trying.
Nothing is going to stop me. I said, let me repeat myself. Nothing is going to stop me.
Yes.
From doing the Lord's work. This is the Lord's work.
I'll be supporting on the side.
Yeah. So I have a cold.
Get well
and it's
soon.
really, really bad. Like I actually have a fever, but you guys, if I didn't even say it, you wouldn't have noticed because my energy doesn't change. If I don't tell you that I'm sick, you'll never notice that I'm sick. Yeah.
Strong man. But yeah, guys, I just thought like, you know how I said like nothing interesting happened to me personally during the week, but like something did affect me and it had absolutely nothing to do with me. But like the people who understand when I say this. So I wake up, then I go on Instagram and I see Mimi, to my Love Island people, Mimi posted, oh, me and Josh are going our separate ways, whatnot. I've never been so disappointed in my life. Like it was me in the relationship. I was so invested, you know, I was invested in this thing.
Yeah, you actually made me believe that he was going to get somewhere, but I saw him
It
from a
was
mile
supposed
away.
to go somewhere.
I saw him from a mile away.
Why did
because
you see it from a mile
the
away?
thing is, I know my Nigerian brothers. I have Nigerian friends. I know these brothers never get committed.
That's real because I heard someone told me like there are rumors that like Josh is the one who cheated.
Definitely is the one. Maybe,
No, but then
maybe it just didn't work out. But
people have been saying from the beginning
I put my money on
like,
that guy.
Mimi didn't really like Josh because yeah, you remember like in the house she did the whole crawling in the balcony for waiting for Ayo, and people are still saying like she still wants Ayo.
Exactly. But one thing I can tell you, Mr. Joey Essex is very happy at this moment.
Bruh, the comment sections were full of like people going secret mission, because like everything he said,
that guy is very, very happy because he also saw it like he knew that Mimi was into Ayo.
No, but I was so disappointed because like I was rooting like for people who don't know, right? We're talking about last season, Love is Blind.
Love Island.
Sorry, Love Island.
I told you I started watching it.
Mimi, the Zimbabwean girl. So obviously she's Zim. So remember I told you I'll stop watching. If Mimi left, I was going to stop watching and I was going to stand with it because I was like for Mimi, like I was.
That's why I also started watching it because I was just supporting my fellow.
What happened? Did she tell you the story?
No, she just goes on like Instagram and she says, "Oh, me and Josh are parting ways." Like as if we are not invested. They should give us explanations. We've been like I was emotionally invested. Guys, imagine like you see an Instagram post of someone you don't even know, and then I got touched. It ruined my whole week.
Yeah, because they actually had hope.
Yes, because they won.
Even though I knew it was not good.
It's literally called Love Island. The least the winners could do is stay in fucking love. But I think Josh was like, at the end of the day, he was also acting way too perfect, like when he came in. So yeah, it was a bit sassy as well. Like I feel like he knew exactly what he had to do.
Brother, he had his eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
He knew what was doing.
And then,
he only wanted the prize.
Once he left, he just like tried to stick to it for as long as he could, and then he fucked up.
I agree with you. Damn. I'm so sorry. I know you're touched.
No, it touched me. Like I saw this. There's this TikTok I saw of this guy like, he poured water like he was shouting like, why? And I was like, that's exactly how I feel because I was invested in this shit. But you know, things happen at the end of the day. Like sometimes things don't work out because like Love Island, right? The situation you are in is very far different from real life.
Yeah.
Because in Love Island, like literally we're like in the same place all the time. And all you have to do is fall in love. So it's easier to like navigate through your relationship on Love Island. Then once you like get outside, now you're
in the real world.
You're in the real world. There's like things to do. There's
so many people involved.
So many people involved. The fans we are involved. The family is involved. Temptations are there. Like the the popularity can get to your head. Imagine how many people were throwing themselves at Josh.
You see?
Or, you know.
Yeah.
So like
or Mimi yourself.
Or Mimi yourself. It will take like a lot to like keep up such a relationship.
Yeah,
So
they really disappointed us.
But I wish they were like those dramatic people who would go on TikTok and give us a story time about what happened. Right? Yeah, because there are people like that, like their Instagram couples or TikTok couples, right? Where like all of us are invested in, like we'll be watching my poster and stuff, and then when they break up, they'll come and be like, okay, story time on this, and then we know, updates. Like give us drama. But hey, Mimi is actually not the one. And if Josh is the one at fault, there's no way you jump on TikTok and start telling us that he fucked up.
He fucked up.
It was
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It happened.
But at least my girl won regardless. They can't
at least, they
can't reverse the win.
No, a win is a win.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
Win for the
At the end of the day, a win is a win.
Win for the Zoom girls.
Yeah, so sorry. Our brother Takura came back from rehab.
I saw a
Mr. Okay.
What's that one I was singing when I saw his post? So fast, you stole my heart. Anyway, guys, Takura.
You guys are flexing some vocals.
Of course, they call us the
men of many talents.
You know,
multi-talented.
Like podcasts, singing,
school,
anything.
School,
we have it.
School.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. I think people know at this point because, like, in every episode, I mention how smart I am.
You shouldn't do that because one thing you forget: there are village people out there.
Are they been knowing?
Like me.
But
village people will locate you, and when they do,
I've been smart like this since birth, and they could never catch me. So they can't start catching me now.
Now you're on the public.
Untouchable.
You are now a public face now. Everyone is seeing you on YouTube.
You know,
untouchable.
You know, there's this saying in Arabic that goes, "Man qala ana falaysa huwa." So it basically translates to, whoever says that he is something, then he's not. So
listen. But every time I say it, I'm not the one who starts it. I just confirm what he says. For example, right now I didn't say it. You started it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Mr. Oga speaks 15 languages. He speaks 15 languages. So yeah, he's also a man of many talents. And also, brace for this one. I'm going to reveal his name.
Nah, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Mr. Oga was.
You will never know.
Mr. Oga was.
You will never know. Yeah, you will never know.
Anyway, Takura came back.
I'm sorry.
Oh my days.
I'm so sorry.
Anyway,
he came back.
So like, how I found, I didn't even know he went to rehab.
Oh yeah, he did. That's why he stopped.
All I know is that like he woke up, like I don't know when it was, some months ago.
Yeah.
He said, I'm quitting music and whatnot, blah blah blah. He's done it before also. Anyway, after he did say he's quitting music, he then gave us a few more bangers. Not a whole album, but like some singles, about 2 or 3. And then I'm like, Takura is always doing this shit. Like he always says he's going, then he comes back. And I thought it was just like a marketing strategy or something. Right? But then he actually, after he gave the singles, he actually like got quiet. And I thought he just was like cooking up something.
Yeah.
Only to then realize the other day when I then saw the post of like his picture before rehab and after rehab. I say now I'm like, oh.
Did you see how he changed?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw like the difference.
But you know, I said I think it's just because he was not wearing a hat.
I think
because he's always wearing a hat.
He now has like bigger cheeks.
Madama.
Yeah, and his face is just back. It's just live. Yeah.
I just need to rehab.
Yeah, because you know drugs eat the body.
Fair.
So when you stop doing drugs, you actually gain more weight.
So do you think rehab actually works?
Rehab works. But
do you think there's like a time frame in which like how long do you think someone has to stay in rehab for them to kuti pavanodzoka?
Yeah, I think that
actually
depends
works?
with how much drugs you have been taking and how long you have been in the game. If it has been long, I think you need to stay in there for a long time. Don't you think so?
Because you see, for example, he went for only 5 weeks.
Even Saint Flo didn't stay for a long
Even
time.
Saint Flo, he also went a month or a maximum 2. I'm not sure, but he didn't stay long. So do you think like just 5 months
Work.
of being
5 months or 5 weeks?
Huh?
5 months?
Sorry, 5
Of being sober.
5 weeks.
Yeah, of being sober.
Of being sober
Being
at
at
rehab.
rehab. Yeah.
Because like my thing with rehab is I'm sure it works. I don't know, because for starters I'm not a drug addict, and then I've never also been to rehab. So, but from an outside perspective, why I like have reservations about whether it works or not is because when you go 4 weeks or 5 weeks to rehab, right? You're in a like confined space, a controlled space where like literally you don't have access to the drugs. You don't have access to the people you associate with when you were taking drugs.
The drugs.
You don't have anything to do with the drugs is basically gone. It's just you yourself and other people who are also trying to recover. So after 5 weeks, to all those the temptations, the life you were living before, the people who like now you be for example, Takura is a musician, right? So he stayed 5 weeks in that rehab place, then he's now coming back to music industry. His friends, his peers, let's not, maybe he cuts out his friends by him to some drugs or who he did drugs with, but now like let's say people he actually works with, maybe they will be drinking or taking those certain drugs. Like with the 5 weeks he was in rehab, work to like
Thing is, I think rehab, right? It's also left to you, the individual. Because if you are really dedicated to leaving the drugs and like finding the right path, you will. And you feel like if you really want to, you de-associate yourself with the other people that make you go back into that line of.
But like what I'm saying, like let's say it's like it be awake people, like you're a musician in this case, they're say your promoter, your manager, the producers, like everyone who's on the production team, they all like they're into that. Like Maita Messi, and now you're coming back to the music scene. How do you like now cut all those people?
Yeah, I think
if you can't cut them off, can you like stop yourself from taking it when you are literally seeing it, like let's say in front of you?
Yeah, I think that's the hard part about everything.
Like but I like to think what you're saying that like it's a you thing.
It's a you thing. Even if you like you feel like you want to go back. What is it called when you stop drugs and then you get back? There's a word for it. Relapsing, right? If you feel like you want to relapse, you go back to the people you were with at the rehab, and tell them like, this is the situation
sponsor, I think.
The sponsors, right? Yeah, I think.
So I think it's more of like a you thing.
It's like, more of a you thing. Like if someone doesn't want to stop, you cannot stop them. As soon as they get out, they just relapse. It's actually more of a you thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
No one can force you to stop.
No one can stop you.
For me, rehab is a joke, man. Like honestly, if you really wanna quit, you quit it. Do you understand?
No,
but I think
rehab is the only place, so you go and pay thousands of dollars just for them to tell you not to do something that you know yourself you should.
You need that. You need that.
I think maybe rehab works in the sense that, like what he's saying, it's also a you thing, right? So when you now go to rehab and you maybe like on your own, even if you like tell yourself you want to stop, right? But you're around all these things and you've never like had the chance to like step back from it. It's hard to like figure out how to like step back from it. So I think rehab helps in the sense you get to be like be away from those things and like realize that you can actually be okay without these things, and then like as long as you still keep it in your mind that you really want to stop, even when you go back to those things you can do it, because you know what, for these 4 weeks I've been away from these things and I've been okay. So surely now I can be okay.
Yeah.
And I think also at rehab, the part of the point of rehab is also to give you the tools to deal with how to navigate through temptations. And those are things you can't figure out maybe on your own, because as much as you really want to, it'll be in you, it's now in your system, it's now a daily thing you do, and you've never like you even forget how you felt when you're sober or something. So maybe that's what rehab is for, so you get that, like, you remember what it feels like to be sober.
True, but drugs are really killing our generation. Like we really have to do something about it.
No, especially
It's actually that
Zim,
deep. It's too deep.
bad.
It's too deep. It's deep.
But yeah, and the thing is now, rehab is for rich people.
Yeah, not everyone can access
Rehab is for rich people.
Yeah, not everyone can actually get.
Because if you're like, say, middle class, like your parents are like, they're gaining enough maybe to take you to school, you are well fed, but they don't have extra to do all these extra things. Rehab is an expense. So now I feel like a lot of people are suffering, will stay suffering from drugs, because even if you have the conviction in your heart to stop, right, nothing will be able to take you to rehab. So I don't know how it would work, but it would be good if there were some cheaper rehab options or free rehab options.
Do you have an artist in mind who should go to rehab like next?
Only 10.
I mean, we're gonna talk about it
Only
later.
10.
But
Go to rehab.
What do you think? Like, what do you think is the main cause of drug addiction in our societies right now?
People say that stress is stress. Like
in Zimbabwe, the youth, they don't have anything to do, to translate what I said.
Yeah, but so many people say that they take drugs because they have stress and
that's the thing. It is real, because at the end of the day, I think some of these drugs, they take you out of this world.
But the thing is that you will come back.
And then that's why they keep taking. That's why you get addicted, because you keep taking, literally to the point where you can't be sober. Because whenever you're sober, you're thinking about whatever is stressing you. So that's why it's so bad.
Take it raw. Take the world raw. You got
they're
this.
too weak.
You got this. Yeah, don't be weak. You got this. You don't need this shit.
It's just I mean,
you can be happy without drugs. You can. I mean, please, guys, we still need you. We need you to like our YouTube channel and comment.
What?
Yeah, because drug abuse, people are dying. Please don't die.
Don't send us to drugs.
We need your likes and your views.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, even if that's the thing, if you're taking, the reason why you're taking it will always be there, which is why people literally are always taking it. Because at the end of the day, when you sober up, you have that to deal with. And they don't want to deal with it, so you take again and you keep taking. That's why it like gets to a point where it's very detrimental and very harmful. And people are very addicted and they can't even like live normal lives, because whatever reason you're taking those drugs for will be there. The drugs are not solving it, they're just making you forget, but that doesn't make the problem disappear. So guys, just face your issues head on. You got this.
The moral lesson is don't do drugs.
Yeah, and like just find a way.
Don't do kids drugs, because most of the time it's the drug that is actually doing kids nowadays, because people do not have control over it. I personally know a lot of people that actually do drugs responsibly.
What we are talking about is addiction to the point where you're not a person anymore. You can't function normally. You can't. You're just not a person. You can't do normal people things. You can't. Some people like can't even talk or just work or think of like ways to fix their future, or like they're just lost in the drugs, doing drugs. They wake up and go take drugs and spend the whole day dosed in drugs, and that's just their life, which is sad, really.
So if you find yourself in a position where you have to do drugs, which is not an option, honestly, but if you find yourself in that tight spot, do the drugs. Don't let the drugs do you. So you control take control of
That's the
yourself.
thing, like it's a rabbit hole though. Like it's a very thin line between being able to control it and not.
That's a bad advice. I'm just trying to
Exactly.
you realize-
That's why people should just stay away from. Because like what I keep saying is the reasons why people tend to these drugs, right, are usually like deep-rooted issues, and they can't be solved with drugs.
Yeah.
And they just make you forget, and forgetting about your stresses and your problems is fun, of course, but when you sober up you remember, but you want to forget again, so you go back, and then it's a cycle.
Yeah, true.
How will you stop?
So now, guys, we're getting too serious. Do you understand? So, if any of you has an idea of an advice that a cool uncle would give his niece about doing drugs, what would that be?
Take alcohol only.
Yeah.
But wait, guys, riddle me this. I don't get the idea that alcohol is illegal, but weed is alcohol is legal, but weed is legal. It's illegal. Like, how does that make sense? I don't get the logic behind it. Like, what are your thoughts about that?
I don't know how they came to that, because they're both toxicants, and they both alter your
That's
thoughts.
actually a very
So I'm
good
not
question.
sure, because
That's
if
actually a
anything,
very good
right,
question.
if weed was legal and alcohol was illegal, there would be less road accidents out there, in my opinion.
Because you can actually smoke and drive.
Yeah.
I've seen people smoke and drive, but I've not seen people drink and drive. If you drink and you drive, then the chances of you hitting a pole or a child,
Exactly,
it's very
that's what I'm
high.
saying. And I don't think I don't know, but I think weed is not like that.
Yeah.
So
So we
I don't.
do not advocate for drugs. Please stop it.
Yeah, at
Please
the end
stop
of
it.
the day, guys, like life is you are fine sober.
You are.
So any chance you get to remain sober, do that. If you're facing any stresses or issues, deal with them head on. You know, figure out what is stressing you, why is it stressing you, what can I do about this? Talk to someone. People care. There are people out there you talk to, and they will actually care about what you have to say and give you advice and make you feel better. And just don't give up on yourself, basically.
If you are wise and if you are smart, you understood what you were saying, and it is going to help you in your life.
But it was important
So,
to talk about.
Mr. Oga, before we started this podcast, right, you were showing me this picture of a guy, and you told me to look into his eyes. Like, there are some faces that you can see that this person is not meant to be good. A person can have an evil face, right? So what do you think about Daisy's face?
Who?
Oh, Daisy. She knows Daisy. Like,
See, I hope she never finds this podcast.
but what do you think if you just see? No, it's not.
She
It's not
looks
personal.
She
What did you
looks
just?
mean. Alright, let me use that word. There's another word I'm thinking in my head, but let me use the word. She literally looks so mean. Like she looks like rough. Like,
So, like, their issue has divided the country into two parts, right? Which
but
side are
whoever
you?
is on the other side also needs spiritual healing.
Which side are you?
Because how the fuck are you on the other side?
Which side are you?
On the other side,
Which one?
Selma and
It was very hard for you to say that.
I'm on the other side.
Team Selma. Okay, so this is where I'm going to. I'm saying this to say.
You're saying this to
I'm saying this to
say.
say. So, Sewick now. He was quiet for some time recently. He was very, very quiet. But then he just came up with a Chinese wake up and gave Daisy a fortune.
Anyway, but like Mota is that's really like why.
I think this actually came from his own pocket.
So this one time with all these other cars.
All these other cars know they were.
And then this one he just decided to provoke everyone.
Because
what did she do to deserve the car?
Exactly. That's anyway, the question.
To be honest, do you believe in karma?
Oh yes, I believe in karma.
No, it's not real. I believed it was real until this situation. Because there's no way she gained the car out of
I get what you're saying. I go what you're saying. Because honestly, I think Soma, right, and the sister are the ones who deserve to get a car. I don't understand the reason why Daisy is the one who's
if karma really worked, right?
It was not supposed to be.
And the universe really like gives back, then even if it wasn't say weekly in particular, like someone else was gonna come forward and like do something for the girls.
Maybe Daisy is actually a good person.
To who? Listen, I would have given her the benefit of the doubt if she never then went on the podcast after the girls and then said what she said. Do you know what she was saying? She's like, Mom, she don't do happy. With the straight face.
There's this video that I saw where she was saying that Tumbo tukauya tumbwanana tukauya pamberi penzo. I don't know if they're the actual words, but that's what she was saying.
She's serious.
Yeah, the confidence that the woman has. Yeah.
Because at first I was like, okay, maybe I'm just judging her face. And then she came on the podcast and she's like, I was like, I was not wrong.
And Holy Ten was like, brother, say it now, please stop involving yourself in family issues. Like,
no, because how? Why? And like everyone was, Japanese was even there when they were giving. Why would they do that?
No, it wasn't a very good set. I was very disappointed.
Nakama is not real. I mean, if it's real, maybe one day, whatever is to come to her will come to her.
Yeah, we'll definitely locate her. A grace will locate her.
What? No.
If karma is real, when are white people going to get down?
You see, there's so many.
Slavery.
Yeah, for real. That's
there's so much evil that hasn't been like dealt with. So if karma is really real, why is it not like? I read this comment that said karma is a bitch wasn't really bitching today. Like it didn't do its job. It really not be doing its job really, sometimes.
That was disappointing. I
wonder why it did that. No, because my thing is in the fact that like you're saying the nation is split into two is crazy to me. Because I really don't understand why like anyone in their right mind with compassion and with a good heart would take the other side of the story. Unless they're like just, and in the beginning, like just in the beginning, we all heard were the sides of the girls, right? And if in that situation, people were split into up, fair and fine. But when Mama Daisy also then came and then gave her like
that made me pick a side. That
would make anyone pick like there was only one side. Because why would anyone pick the other side after that? Like it would really confuse me why anyone. But I mean, yeah, people are just. I think they are characters in this world, right? People are very different. People have very different characters, and you'd never be able to understand why some people think the way they think and do what they do. Because there's also, in this case, there's Mama Daisy doing what she did, and then there's people on her side. And you're like, why would you think the way you think?
Yeah. So I have a question for you. Is Bulawayo close to South Africa?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure, but it's not.
I don't know because
you don't. When you're going to SA, right? You do pass Bulawayo, but it's not like when you get to Bulawayo, you be like tax
or SA.
Nah.
Okay.
I think because I'm not sure, but I feel like it's somewhere in the middle. like, because Harare to Bulawayo is like how many hours away? 4 hours or something.
It's like the same distance to Mtare.
Right, and so it's 4 hours, and then it takes forever to get to SA. So you can't tell me it's close to SA. But I think if anyone would come to SA, they would come to stay in Bulawayo because they have
thank you so much. That's why
some form of similar language.
So I'm saying this to say there's been a recent money haste in Bulawayo. So I was like, this can be Zimbabweans.
Guts.
I was like, this can be Zimbabweans.
You think they're not Zimbabweans?
I don't know because
they're Zimbabweans because South Africa. I feel like
the level of professionalism there.
South Africans already have things to steal in their own country. For them to like come all the way to Zim to steal would be a stretch. It's them. It's Zimbabweans are the ones who are desperate and like, need money. It's them. I don't think it's South African. Because you did hear, it could be that it's Zimbabweans that were in South Africa and they
were deported because
and then they came back.
That Zimbabwe
either deported or they came back on there. Because Zimbabweans, when they go to SA, some of them turn into criminals.
Because brothers knew their things. The correct vehicle to use. The time, the precision. Did you see the video? It was all on camera. Like the number plate was stolen from a doctor, right? A Zim doctor. And what else? The guns were stolen from a security company.
Yeah, because
everything was stolen. No trace.
I heard they got to the bank and they disarmed the guards. Just like that.
Oh,
Vatura 4 million now, they're now millionaires.
They're now millionaires.
I hope if they don't spend it properly, they'll get caught.
So armed robbers went to rob what is it called? EcoBank in Bulawayo. And I don't know why you would steal, because I think EcoBank isn't it like Econet something, Strive, Masiwa affiliated type shit.
Most of the things that I echo something, I'm not. Yeah.
Because that guy is a good man. He's giving back to the community.
It's not about that.
Steal from someone else. There's so many bad people in Zim.
When people steal, they don't pick good. Are you a good person?
You should pick, guys.
No, it's just which one is the easy target. They are like, they look at the factors like how well guarded is this bank?
Yeah. But if anyone wants to steal, right, please ask me. Like, I have names to give you. People would deserve.
Those people are probably thinking about a very good security and you wouldn't get away with it. Yeah. And they would use everything at their disposal to find you after you steal. That's the problem. Yeah. But I heard it was like just 2 minutes away from like police station.
Anyway, they had 2 minutes. They took 2 minutes to steal, to take the trucks and put them in their truck.
Live evidence that like Zimbabwean police just be there for the vibes.
Okay. It's crazy. Like, so much has been going on.
Zimbabwe is
yeah, so anyway, I want you to tell us about the stories. It's story time. I want you to tell us about your school life. No, not like, let's do rock, paper, scissors and see who must start. Yes, because we both believe we have interesting stories. So
I don't have an interesting story.
You think about one.
You think about one?
No, I'm not
paper, scissors. Okay, so it's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What does that mean?
Shoot. Rock, paper, scissors.
When you say shoot. When you say shoot, that's when I do.
SHOOT.
When you say shoot, that's when I do. That's when I
rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That was a trial. Anyway, you got it.
So I won, so you are starting.
No, you are starting.
Huh?
The winner takes all.
What?
You are a cheater.
You were going to start either way. I just wanted
such a
to
cheater.
play a game with you. Anyway, please give us your story.
Did you guys see that?
Gigi,
Did you guys actually? No, I'm going to start, but did people see that?
She won.
Like,
So
if I won, that means I have like power over the
The winner
situation.
starts. The winner takes all.
Anyway, I don't mind starting. You're lucky I don't mind starting, because if I did mind starting, we would be going back and forth until you started.
Thing is, I think we should like divide it into segments. Do you like want to like talk about your primary school, your secondary school?
No, the thing is, my
school?
story, right, is not, there's no action. There's just things that I need people to know, to like feel like This is therapy. I think we said this on our first podcast. This podcast is therapy to you guys, but today's therapy for me. I'm speaking out my truth.
Please.
My
indulge
high
us.
school experience
out.
was traumatic, and I'm here to speak about it. If those people are still doing what they are doing, I hope they get closed down.
You just reminded me about like this girl on TikTok who's exposing high
A
school
bully, I saw that.
She's spitting out names and everything.
Yeah.
She didn't forget.
That's what I'm gonna do.
These people be actually traumatizing.
For real, like trauma is real. Trauma is
But
actually
bullying
real.
is good.
Ah.
It's straightening you up.
It's
Mr.
toughens
Oga, you're
you.
always saying the
Toughens
wrong
you.
shit. No, guys, it doesn't bullying. It does not toughen.
It's actually not good, brother. Sorry,
My
I'm
story-
going both sides,
In
right?
some cases,
Some people actually die because of this. Do you know that?
Yeah, some people
Like
commit
it gives
suicide
you
and shit.
a permanent wound that you have to live with for the rest of
Yeah,
your life.
guys, it's too deep. Maybe
it's too
mild bullying or something. No, but my thing
No,
is,
no.
there are other things that build character that are not bullying.
Yeah, don't condone bullying. Come on, guys. We can do better than this. We are the good guys here. Come on.
Okay, look, let me tell you guys about my school experience in Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. Okay, Zimbabwe.
Rhodesia.
You know. So, my memory is bad. So I don't remember what happened in primary school. I don't remember much except for like
So how are you smart if your memory is fucked up?
I just remember books. I think maybe my mind is full of books that I can't remember some dumb shit that happened to me. Like just not about some bro. Like there are other important things to be in my mind.
okay,
That's deep.
okay.
That's too deep,
If you
dog.
find yourself remembering every other thing, that's why you don't remember your books.
Oh my
I'm
days.
joking, guys. I'm joking.
Oh my day.
Honestly, I
Shots
remember
fired.
every
I
single
do,
thing that happened in my nursery and primary.
Necessary.
Like I still can't wrap my hand around the fact that people forget things.
Yeah,
From their
I
childhood.
do like black. But okay.
I remember all my classmates since primary, all my teachers since
That one is
primary.
basic.
That's what? Basic.
Yeah, I mean you're supposed to remember.
I remember
Oh,
like
actually,
just a
so
bit.
many people don't remember. She doesn't remember most of it.
Okay, so like for primary school, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember much. Like I can't remember like a lot, so I can't give you any interesting stories about primary school. The only thing I do remember is I was smart. I've been smart since the beginning. Like I always.
She skipped grade 1, grade 2, grade 3.
I didn't
and
know.
started grade 5.
I didn't skip anything. I was just like there, but I was always top of the class.
You were ahead of your time.
Yeah, I just feel like, what the fuck am I even doing here? You know? What am I doing with these
That's a
dumb
good flex. That's a
motherfuckers?
good
I
thing
should
to
be
flex
somewhere
with.
else. Nah, it was a
No,
good
you're
time.
not joking.
It was a good time because I was like I never struggled in school or anything.
All the teachers loved you.
The teachers loved me.
They
I was
definitely
getting
did.
all the awards. You know, I was like, and I was good in maths, like extremely good. I always used to get the maths prize.
Damn.
So like at our school, what they used to do in primary school, like so they can spread the amount of people who get awards, right? They would give an award for only one person can get the Shona award, only one person can get the GP award,
Yeah.
English award, right? So as much as maybe I was the highest in all of them, maybe except Shona sometimes, they couldn't like give me all of them. They were like pick to give me one, and then someone like the second person maybe after me will get the other one, because like the primary school was not trying to make it about one person, right? So I would always just get the maths one, to the point where my parents even like donated an award for maths, which I then proceeded to win all the time. I swear in our house right now there are like these shoes that like it's called the Chunduki Ocha Maths Award or something. I was the one who was winning it all the time after my parents donated it.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, that's and I was a prefect.
I wish
that's all
someone
that
told me
happened
that
in
school was
in primary
important
school.
at that age. Like
Not
I realized
that
that
deep, it
in
was
high
just
school.
primary school. I wish I didn't take life that seriously back then, to be fair. I would have had more fun.
So did you actually like study, or it was smart? No, what do you call it?
For primary school,
I mean, like generally, do you study hard, or it's natural intelligence? Like you don't have to put so much effort.
no, I do put a lot of effort. I can't lie to you. I study a lot.
Oh.
And I think if I didn't study, I
You
would
also studied in primary.
no, in primary I did.
It was natural.
Just, yeah, I would just, it was
Listen in
easy. I mean,
class.
come, I would just listen. What were we supposed to study anyway? I'll just listen to like, because the way we are taught in primary, we're actually taught like proper in primary school. If you care enough about school, primary going to class is enough. And then maybe I would like then come back home do and revise revision time and pass your grade 7. At most, only like in grade 7 is when. But like before that, I'll just do my homeworks. Like listen, that's pretty much all. And I was a prefect, so my life was good in primary school. And then anyway, while I was speaking about primary school, I'm trying to like give a backstory as to how I ended up where I ended up in high school.
Are we giving names?
I'm going to give names.
So where were you at, like at primary?
Oh, Alexandra Park Primary School.
Okay.
It was a good time. I can't lie. I remember, I know a lot of my primary school mates that like I still see on Instagram to this day. It was nice. Anyway, so now in grade 7, right? And so when you start looking for a place to go to high school. Looking for a place to go to high school is like a big thing.
It is.
You know.
It's a big thing.
So basically I went to like a lot of my open days at these A schools like Arundel.
Open day, like, are those the exams that you...
No, open days are
seeing?
just going to see the school and they tell you about it. I went to CPT, Dominican Convent. I went to all those open days. Just like you just go around and you just see, right? Those are
the best schools we have.
Those are the best schools. The A schools, you get sports, you get school, like social life.
Yeah.
You know, you'll be up there chilling with the big boys. All right. So I went to all those. So in my head, like I could see the vision. Do you know what I mean? Like if you go to an open day, you will see it in your. You can see
yourself
it.
there.
You can see it in the palm of your hands. Like this is going to be me. You see all those upper sixes wearing the white blazers. You're like, this is going to be me, right? So that was me in my head when I just like when my mom would take me to those open days. I'm like, yes, yes, this is going to be my life, right? And then after that came the exams. So like again for these A schools, you write one exam that you use it to like apply to all the other schools. I forgot what it's called. I don't know if it's still there or what it was called back then. I wrote that. Of course, your girl passed, and then and then I couldn't place it. Arundel. I was like, this is it.
Dream come true.
I'm
Finally.
in. I go
It's
to Arundel. I get into clubs. I do 1 or 2 sports. I will get my scholarship to Harvard.
That was the dream.
That was the dream.
From Zim to Harvard.
For Zim to Harvard, because it's easy. When you're in those A schools, it's
Really?
easy. Yeah, because like your academics will be good, guaranteed. They have good like education. So
I didn't know about that.
yeah, you have sports because the thing that gets you a scholarship is good grades and then extracurricular activities.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? So in my head, I'm like, I'm going there. I'm going from day one. I'm going to be serious with my academics. I'm going to pick 1 or 2 sports that because in primary school I did do sports. I was actually a sports star. A lot of people don't believe that, but I was.
I'm one of
those who went to primary school
What
with me.
sports were you playing?
Right.
Everything. I played when it was first term. It was athletics. I didn't do the long distance one because I just did 100 meters, 200 meters is the most I could. 400 meters I would try, but I would be slow. And hurdles, as short as I am, I was fast as fucking hurdles. And then second term, that's when the interesting sports came in. I played soccer. I was captain of soccer. I was captain of hockey. I was captain of netball. Tennis,
it's primary, it's not
tennis. I used to just play for bands. See, you're trying to discredit my story. You're such a hater. So like when like so that's why I'm saying when I thought like I'll go to Arundel, I was like definitely I won't like struggle to find a sport because I had been playing sports in primary school. So it's naturally you just like as like obviously I don't want to like be one of those people who end up like taking sports over high school. I mean over your books. So I'll be like I'll pick one or two and I'll like give my all, but I'll also be giving my all in school. Then I'll join the debate team, quiz team, what. By the time I reach upper six, I'll be the head girl, whatnot. When do like apply for a scholarship or something to places like okay maybe Harvard might not work out for you, but if you definitely get like straight A's, it will definitely work out for you. But like that was the vision. Do you get like maybe not Harvard in particular, but I could see my life, And then I actually do get a place there. My dad actually goes like, you know what, you did your thing. You've been like learning this whole time. You've been doing good in your school. You passed the entrance exam. Let's do this, And then
He was in it.
He was in it. Then he actually pays when after they give you like an acceptance after the exam, you pay a deposit, right? That's non-refundable. My dad actually pays for that deposit. So at that point, I'm like, yes, it's happening.
It's done.
This is my life.
Yeah.
It's happening. A lot of people hadn't gotten like places and schools yet at that point, and it
was damn
me,
early.
the big girl, I had it. I don't know to this day how this other random school landed on my dad's laps. I don't know.
I knew this was coming.
But no, aside from that, I did write other entrance exams from like other non-A schools. Zetherapy. I wrote an exam there. And I even came second. You know what they do is like you write the exam and they display the results on a list like this. And you have to literally go physically to look for your name like this. And I did so good in that exam.
Yeah, second is a good place.
Out of millions of people who be right, because everyone will be trying to go to therapy, and they also say that like it's a good practice for the exams to write the exam. I also wrote an exam for Monte Cassino and Dominican Convent, the other one in Chishawasha.
Okay.
So that was also a place I thought maybe I would go, but still the Arundel thing, my dad was down. Paid the money. I'm like, yes.
My guy, why are you smiling? Tell me.
Are you proud of me?
Yeah, I'm actually proud. I'm actually proud because your story is actually.
Yeah, I'm just motivated.
It's good. It's very compelling. Yeah.
But
because if you hear mine,
bruh, listening to her like just
like
shows
what
me how
every
dumb.
mother, every Zimbabwean mother or every African mother would want a child to be. That's exactly what she is.
I can't.
And I was like totally opposite.
I can't have my parents listen to her talk about
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
accomplishments.
Like I cannot live with my parents for just 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Like I always have to supervise her when she's talking to my parents.
Yeah, that's why parents love me. I never meet parents and they hate me. Like they always think
everyone just loves you.
I'm a good influence to their kids. Parents love me.
Hey.
But yeah, guys, my story is long. Don't derail me from my story. What was I even saying? Anyway, so then there's this random school that fell on my dad's laps, and I don't know how.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, to this day I don't know.
Oh, you were still searching.
And
you don't know.
Nah, I don't think he was still searching because it was a lot of money, that deposit, to be fair. It was giving, he was willing to do it. So anyway, he then comes to me, he's like, okay, there's this school I heard about in Nyanga.
Kumakomo.
Those who know Zimbabwe, it's miles and miles away from
Kumakomo.
the capital where I live.
Where they are, Quant?
Yeah, like winter yayo guys, in Zimbabwe, yes. And then my dad goes like, okay, so there's this school. And then at that point, right, it's because I genuinely believed I was going to Arundel. So anything else that was coming my way, like that's why I said I also wrote exams for like Zetherapy, Monte Cassino. All these are the things I just thought they were like plan B if things really go wrong. But in my head, I genuinely believed it's done. I'm going to Arundel. So when he said, let's go check this place out, like I heard about it, I know the location, so let's just go see how far we go. It's a boarding school. It doesn't look bad because compared to the other boarding schools I went to, that one looked better, if I should say.
I think he knew that he was going to dump you there.
Yeah, I think so too. But the thing is, I also like agreed, Loki. Anyway, we go there, right? We start walking around and we're seeing. But basically, then where my dad, like, his attention got caught, and me too, I can't lie, is they go like, oh, so here we have this thing where, like, basically they're just like praising how much they are big on their academics. You understand?
And it's true. They had the
And
numbers,
it's true.
the evidence.
And my dad is also an academic, and I also like was really strong on my academic. Like as much as I did sports, it wasn't like my interest. It's just something I did because it was there and you were required to do sports. But anyone who knows me like would know that I really do like my academics. So that was the first selling point, that like, you know what, academics, they are good, and they were like so strong on them. And then the way everything went wrong is they go like, so basically we have this program where if you're in Form 1 and you do so good, we pick some people to skip Form 2 and get into Form 3. That's when I'm like,
You
so
got
I
me
can
there.
do.
My time to shine.
You
I
got
can
me
do
there.
3 years instead of 4. Maybe I can just come, because also they were not like selling it as bad. Like they were saying like it's they were saying it's like big on academics, but they were not making it seem like it's a hell, because obviously they won't like make themselves sound so
Definitely,
bad, you know.
yeah.
Like they were just like saying, Kuti, we really focus on academics, and we do our best to like make sure the academics are good. And then so when they said that and they're like, you can skip a grade, I'm like, yeah, maybe I come here, it won't be that bad. It's just like
Fast.
yeah, and it will be like something. I like reading, so what's the problem?
Something you love, yeah.
So then my dad is like, but he's also convincing me. Me in my head, I was also low-key convinced, but like I'm conflicted at the same time, because I'm like, I do want to go to Arundel though, because I know my social life would have been so much better. You know,
In what sense?
because like because Arundel is like an A school, so like everything about you will be A, like your social life. Social life, literally, like friends, activities, and all that.
So you mean going to the school that you went, it actually fucked up your social
Yeah, for
life?
sure.
Okay.
Because
That is the thing.
for starters, like not a lot of people even know it. You're always at school. It's not a day school. I don't know, it would have been a day school. But then, like then my dad, like, we then sat down and really like talked about it, and then it was a thing where I was like, he convinced me, and the thing is, I was also low-key convinced, so it wasn't hard for him to convince me to go there, to skip a year. I was like, you know what, let me just do this. And then I went, guys. It was hell. You guys are laughing at my trauma.
What she said is hell. Me too. Damn. That was really that bad.
Listen, me, right, then like studying so much to skip a year was not even anymore about like, oh, I want to be like, to sound smart one day and tell people I skipped a grade. I literally, physically, emotionally needed to skip a grade so I can only be there for 3 years because I couldn't do anything more than that. That's what drove me to start. Like from like the first day when I got there, I was like, shit, no, I can't be stuck here. And I was stuck there.
The first day.
The first day,
What did you see on the first day that made you?
the matron was literally a witch.
Why is he using these terms, bro?
Why?
No, this is the best way to describe it. I promise you, like, if someone went to Gnostics comes across this video, they will vouch for me in the comment section.
Damn.
That is crazy.
She was a witch.
crazy.
I remember that day they made us walk to some host. I don't know, but like it was just a lot for me. I'm like, what am I doing here? This is not what I expected or signed up for. So yeah, then I was really studying, guys. It was only my first year of high school, but I was studying like it's going to take me to uni. That's how much I was studying to skip a grade.
Yeah.
I mean, there were no sports, there were no social activities, no debate team, no quiz team like I anticipated, no sports like I anticipated. It was just you, your books, and God.
Yeah. I wouldn't survive in
The food was
like
shit too.
Was it?
It was.
Really shit.
It always comes down to
Because
food.
it was,
Really shit.
they sold us that it's gonna be like nice food. You have 6 meals a day. Hey, what?
6 meals a day.
Yeah.
But there actually 6 meals a day.
Yeah.
So what?
6 shit
Why is he
meals.
complaining?
There were 6 shit meals.
What were they cooking for you guys? What kind of meals? were they
Another
serving
man's
you?
food is another man's poison.
Bro, 6 meals a day, like.
No, listen to
That's a lot of food,
listen,
brother.
no. In the morning, right? It will be like bread and tea. And then like there'll be a break at like 10 or something, and then it's more bread and tea. Or like a little bun and tea. Like it'll be smaller than what you ate in the morning. Then in the afternoon there'll be lunch.
That's 3.
That's 3. The lunch, like they'll try to make something fancy, but it will taste like so bad. And you get. And then
Oh, it was just the taste.
How much is the school fees? Like,
Don't think you remember. Yeah.
must have been. I don't think it was over 2K per term. Because all I know is that it was cheaper than around
$2,000 for high school.
Oh yeah.
a term.
Schooling
There were
is actually
3
expensive.
Yeah, schooling is expensive as
And you have
compared to uni.
3 times a year. That's crazy.
That's why our
Yeah, it's
parents
expensive.
brought us here. It's nothing like what they did for
For
us
real,
in high
for
school.
real.
Crazy.
But yeah, so I mean, we
Because
did.
the amount that people are actually paying for like
Yeah.
a semester here, you could pay it for a year,
In high school,
like 1 term, 1K or 1.5.
because in a year there were 3
3
terms.
terms, yeah. So you would end up paying like 3 or 4 something.
But yeah, and then so there was the food was shit. There were no sports. There was, so it was just no entertainment, no nothing, no gigs, no.
Plus, these are
no
the
TV.
good schools. I mean, there are some cheap schools in
Oh
Zimbabwe,
yeah,
but these
yeah,
are the good
yeah,
schools.
yeah.
So yeah,
If you want
it was quite
good
expensive.
education, because it can be bad.
Yeah, it can be bad. True.
And then for Moana, so like I was like, you know what, I'm just here now at this point. And then I remember for Moana was so bad for me, right, that I was like complaining to my dad that like I can't do this anymore. And then he was even like, you know what, next year you can
Change.
transfer.
Oh really?
Because
You convinced
it
him.
was
What did you tell him to
there's
make him
nothing I had
convinced?
to do to convince. If you saw my face, my current state, my body, you'd tell that this girl is in distress and like
You're
she
malnourished.
can't do it anymore.
Oh.
Because I was reading, like, with my everything, like, in case I don't manage to convince him, and then he says skip it, and then I manage to skip a grade, then I'll not be there for 3 years. Then the problem is, they actually then do offer me to skip a grade. And they did it so late. Like, usually they'll tell you, like, at the end of the term to skip. And then for me, they, like, for our time, they didn't tell us then. They were like, we'll tell you. So when they was like, we will tell you, I just assumed like maybe I didn't make the cut for some reason, right? So when my dad's like, you can like change schools for next term in school, I was like, it's happening. Again, hope was brought back to me. Every time hope came, it was taken away. And then somewhere down the line, is during holidays, December holiday, my parents get the call, oh, your daughter did so good, she can skip form 2. Now it's a dilemma. I'm excited that I'm skipping, but at the same time, my dad said I could not. But at the same time, obviously, aside from like the academic like success, fees there that to save for 1 year. I also wanted it for myself, like, because it means 1 year away from my whole life. Like, I added a year to my life literally to this day.
Yeah.
Because right now, instead of being my 4th year, I would have been in my 3rd.
Yeah.
It means a lot. So I was just confused. I was like, let me just go back. I went back, and yeah, again, it was hell. The hell only got worse. The fire only got hotter. It was bad. Exam season, because form 3 obviously you'll be studying a lot for form 4 exams. Form 4 exams we get there, it's tough, guys. There's no free time. Sometimes we wouldn't even go to eat because we are reading.
Exactly, that was my next question. How was the studying time?
It was bad.
The studying schedule.
We wake up in the because it gets worse with the forms, right? So I'll just speak about the west time, which is form 4. By 4 a.m. you're in class studying, right?
Yeah.
And then the whole day it's lessons. We used to have free periods, and like after lunch there were no lessons, and after 6 there were no lessons. But in form 4, all those free times were taking zero my lesson, PSA, every single time. Study Emanir was not study Emanir anymore. It was now a lesson.
Oh my goodness.
Even those 2 hours before an exam were a lesson.
This is like during exam period.
Yeah,
like, it was not always
during the exam
so
period.
they also
Before the exam period, all those study times were study times.
Study times, no more study.
There were no free periods. Yeah. Like, there will literally be a teacher coming to inspect you to study. Okay. But during exam period, any study time was not study time anymore. Was a lesson. Even like if there were 30 minutes before an exam, it would be a lesson.
Okay.
But yeah, I made it out. And then lower 6, I went to higher achievers. It was like much better. I was like, yes, I'm finally about to experience life. And then I only did for like a year. And then for upper 6, COVID hit. And then
did it from home.
And it was now online, so I never really got to experience anything good about high school, to be fair. But yeah, that's it. Boring story.
Nah, it was good. It was good. It was good. Yeah, you have very good story.
You guys are at my all of a story.
It's a good experience. It made you who you are today.
Someone should close. But I heard that there was a time, like last year, there were stories about the school getting closed down or something like that.
But is it still functioning? Is it still open?
I think that witch always find a way of
someone will tell her, stop doing that. Because she
I didn't
also
say
liked
names.
you.
I didn't say names. I didn't say
people will know. But tell them how she liked you. She also liked you.
Yeah, she loved me.
That's the only good thing about being smart.
One thing I can't like escape is people liking me, like older people. Maybe people my age might find a problem with me.
Do you even listen to my point?
Teachers.
I said
no, but even parents like me, it's just older people.
Yes, it was supporting you. I was like, one thing about smart people, right? People always like you, even the teachers.
But you know, like that thing where like people be like, teachers like you because you be like a teacher's pet or something.
What?
like a teacher's pet. You know, a teacher's pet.
It's just better. Yeah.
I was not a teacher's pet.
Okay.
They just did like, cause I was smart, but like I wasn't well behaved. If that makes sense.
You were a rat.
Yeah, I was.
You wasn't.
You were a rat.
What's a rat?
Tell us more about that.
Like as in snitching on other people.
Yes.
No. I was the drama. I was also mischievous, but I was
What
smart.
were you doing?
How can you be playing
Tell
both
us about your
sides?
mischievousness.
I'm not playing both sides. I'm just smart because I do. At the end of the day, I know my goals in life. I was trying to pass my school, so I'll read when I'm supposed to read. If it's time to make noise, I'll be making noise too. If it's time to go steal guavas,
you're
there's a time
talented.
we'd go steal like fruits from this tree we're not supposed to steal fruits from, and like would wear like
Masks. No.
no, we didn't have masks, so we'd wear hats and people would like cut. I didn't go to that extent.
So
But
you were a
These
thief
kids.
back then.
A thief.
my point is like I wasn't like a goody two shoes, and I was just smart in the sense that I knew like I had to read and pass, but I didn't like take myself from the fun. Whenever there's fun, I'll be there.
Your story was very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for revealing.
Give shout out to school.
Yeah, do you have any shout outs?
Are they even watching? Hi guys.
Because if you don't mention some of them, it will also be a problem.
no,
I sure want
if
to
you
do
went
this.
to North Sticks High, Jane, especially Jane, she was my best friend in high school.
What happened? Why are you no longer in touch? Why are you no longer best
We
friend?
are.
Because you said was. She's no longer your best friend. Why?
Yeah,
What
because we
happened?
only talk sometimes, not like all the time.
Jane, your friend is lonely. Please talk to her. Talk to her. Okay, anyway, Mr. Oga. How far with the Palestine-Israel issue? Any updates? Because we are following the case day by day.
Yeah, that's a very, very complicated and long story.
Just give us something because I think.
So, before I start, you know anything about what's going on?
Yeah, last time we actually talked about it.
And
What are you saying?
that's
We're actually
we're following
You're following
the
everything.
best of our belief.
We told the viewers that the story, the war is like stretching to Lebanon and bringing in some countries.
The thing
like
is, we just
Iran
feel like
and-
you should help educate people. Like, is like just tell them why what is happening, and probably why other countries are getting involved. Like we're just to spread awareness to people.
Let's just make it short
Yeah.
because we are actually running out of time. So, basically, Palestine is a land that was given to the Israelis by the British when Palestine was a colony of the United Kingdom. And then a lot of things happened, and then the Israelis started ruling over Palestinians, and the Palestinians realized that why would you come to our land? Because initially the Israelis were the one that migrated to Palestine because of what happened to them in Germany. Hitler happened to them in Germany, so they went there, and then there's a lot to the story. But to just cut the story short, they like imposed a lot of imperialism ideas and agendas and everything like that. So the Palestinian created the resistance force in order to deter that, and they even had different wars. But then at the end of the day, the Israelis emerged victorious because they had the United States and the 35 NATO countries behind them, and they're supplying them with armory, weapons, and everything. So, but what's currently happening now, it started on October 7th, 2023, as a result of attack on Israelis by the Hamas. But what a lot of people don't understand is this attack did not start. This conflict did not start on October 7th, 2023. There's a lot of history behind it. And it's been going on for 76 years now. So when Hamas attacked Israel, it was a form of what's the word for this?
Resistance.
It was a form of resistance because of the mass killing that has been going on in the Gaza Strip and the West Bank by the Israelis. the constant shelling of civilians, the constant murder of children, the constant killing and subjugation of those people. So when they did that attack, the Israelis retaliated massively, and now we've hit a death toll of 41,000 people that are confirmed dead.
People are dying. bro.
Exactly. And
It's
now
crazy.
the casualties as of today is 180,000 people with 41,000 confirmed dead. So
Let me tell you something. Mr. Oga is not reading anyway. He's not holding
Yeah,
anything. It's coming
just
from
know.
his. Damn, bro. In the end, the numbers and the dates.
Crazy.
How do you do that?
well, I follow the news and I follow the story and I've been interested in it for a while. Honestly.
Oh,
And there's a lot to
Damn.
talk about on this matter. And in our coming episode, we would create a time that would be able to actually dissect the whole story and give you every detail that you need to know. So, as I was saying, the reason why now we see that a lot of Arab countries are getting involved in this fight is solely because of the Palestinians. The first group that attacked Israel was the Hezbollah, the militia that is situated in Lebanon. And the reason why they started attacking Israel is because of the occupation of the Palestinians. So the only reason why they attacked Israel was because, and bear in mind, before they made an attack, before they attacked Israel, they actually warned Israel that they should stop this occupation. They should stop killing of civilians. They should stop their operation, but they didn't listen. So they had to fire some shots into Israel in order to tell them that we can reach you wherever you are. So you need to stop this killing.
warning shot.
But I mean, what the fuck was that?
That was so random.
It might come up to you guys as confusing because there's a lot of backstory and there's a bigger agenda that is going on as to why this fight is going on right now. So, and then one thing led to another. The Houthis in Yemen started attacking the Western countries, oil tankers and logistic and stuff like that. And then that's how Israel started attacking Houthis at the same time. And then, then Iran. The reason why Iran got involved in the first place was because after the death of the supreme leader of Iran in a helicopter crash when he was visiting, was it Kazakhstan? After the death, there was a funeral that was held by the leaders of Iran on Iran soil, and then the leader of the liberation movement of Palestine went there to attend his burial, and then the Israel struck his residence and killed him on Iranian soil.
So he actually died.
He actually died in Iran. So Iranians were like,
Sorry, I did
like why would you attack someone on our own
on their
soil?
own land.
Like
crazy.
why would you kill our guests? You understand?
No.
So this is the main reason why Iran got involved directly into the war, contrary to what they were doing before using proxies in order to deter the Israelis. So they launched about 200 ballistic missiles into Israel, and the difference between an Iranian attack and Israeli attack is the
Okay, that's
Iranians
well.
actually target strategic assets like military camps and air force bases and the Israeli Mossad intelligence headquarters. So there were no civilian casualties, and but if you look at the form of attack, the way the Israelis attack countries, they mainly attack civilians. They bomb residential buildings. So that's the difference, and that's the difference between Israel and Iran. And yeah, so and I forgot to mention that it wasn't actually killing the leader of the liberation of Palestinian movements. That was not the only reason why Iran got involved directly into this war. There's this man called Hassan Nasrallah. He is the leader of the Hezbollah militia. So like he's their supreme leader, and then the Israel targeted him and killed him in his bunker. And with that attack, they've killed a lot of Lebanese civilians. So they're like, you can't do that and get away with it, and then they bomb it. So now what we are anticipating now is a retaliation by the Israelis on Iran oil, on Iran soil, and they're saying that they're gonna target key infrastructure like there.
So we are waiting for that.
Yeah.
We want to see what is going to happen.
And bear in mind, the Iranians said that if Israelis provoke them again, they are going to attack them massively.
Damn. Let's just watch and see how
Let's
it
just
goes.
watch and see. Let's see how this unfolds.
How it unfolds.
But our heart goes to the Palestinians and the Lebanese and the Yemenis that got their life. Those imperialist devils. And you know, with time, you know, everything is gonna
unfold. So I told you guys, so now we got the context of the whole story. Last time we were just like talking about the surface things, because me and Gigi, we are not really vexed into these political issues. Mr. Anonymous is actually into it, like deep. Anyway, we have reached the end of our podcast, Ashwagandha. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Do you have anything to say? Yes, I always ask you if you
I
have
thought you were
anything
not going to ask.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
No,
that's not my style.
I want to give a special shout out to our very talented brother Mew, who made our if you guys watched the last episode and any episode to come, you heard our very catchy introduction of a song. Like we literally our boy made it from scratch.
I salute you, brother.
Smith, he made it from scratch.
I salute you, brother.
We didn't steal the song from anyone. We didn't look for it from the internet.
Nah, he made it. He was just like, brother, chill. I got this. I got you.
So like, shout out to him. You guys should also look for him. His
Spotify, YouTube is there. It's Myun, MYUNZW.
Yes, so love to you.
Yeah, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shout out to you, Myun.
Okay. Also, shout out to our editor for editing our videos. I think you guys see they are very. I mean, when we are recording, we just be talking and talking.
And we take for a long time, and then she chooses.
She's the one who does the magic. So also shout out.
Should we say her name? But no, she didn't want to be. But yeah, she. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
And then obviously shout out to everyone else for watching, liking and subscribing.
You're doing a lot, guys. Thank you so much.
Yep.
The little ones that we have, they're real and they're actually, yeah, that's all we need. Thank you for the love and support, guys. So see you again on the next episode. Don't worry, we're standing on business, banger after banger. Expect new things every time, because we're not gonna do the same thing. New things every time, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Peace out.
You know, I think we should put a little bit of drama. Drama.
You are the literal
the drama.